Hello everyone, how's it going? We are back at it. And yeah, yesterday I kind of quit. I give up. I retreated. I didn't want to deal with this. Trying to make some Swift types play nice. Redeem Santa Hat. I don't think you I think you gotta run the random thing. You just gotta call your shots. I don't know that you can pick a specific one. But yeah, done. Where were we? Yeah, no, we were trying to make this work. So what it was, I'll keep refunding until you get it right. There you go. If we go back over into our data scanner, we had this UI view controller representable. We've had this for a minute. This was all working. What we were previously doing was we were just saying we are returning. Well, Dev, how could you? That sounds good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let's describe this again. Data scanner had this. It was previously returning just data scanner view controller, which is the built-in one from VisionKit. However, what we wanted to do is we wanted to mock this for testing. And so what we needed to do was we needed to return something that handled having a delegate set on it and handled this start scanning method. That was all we cared about. Needed to have those two things. And obviously it still needs to be a UI view controller because it's a UI view controller representable. So this is what we wanted to do was test all of this stuff, test yada, yada, yada. And yeah, it was a heck of a time trying to get that to work and just like figuring out how do we pass something in so that the existing code, the interface doesn't change. We don't care about that. We don't want that to happen. Sorry. And it can take in something and know that it is responding to those two methods and is a UI view controller. That all of that happens. And then, yeah, how do we just pass that in? So I spent like half an hour yesterday trying to figure that out and could not figure it out. And then of course I said, as soon as I get to this today, we're going to figure it out. And of course I did. It turned out, I think the main thing was we needed to separate out the factory type that we were passing in, which I was calling provider last night, and I realized factory was a way better term. We needed to pass out separate out the factory term and the scanner type. And so that's what I've done here is that we have this scanner factory type is what we're passing to data scanner. We have scanner factory type, and then maybe you should get a VPN. You still can't stream it more than 360. I think a VPN is going to make it worse, wouldn't it? That's weird. But yeah, separating this out. And so then we have the data scanner has a scanner factory type. Then we also have a scanner type, which is what the scanner factory returns. And then we're saying what we were returning is scanner type. Oh, you think the ISP is throttling you? That's interesting. Possible. And yeah, then a VPN would help with that. So anyway, now we have that. We have that split out. We have the scanner type. Scanner type's here. Boom. Dude, perfect. Update UI view controller. All fine. All fancy. And so yeah, we did that. And so then our scanner factory has an associated type scanner type. It has a new scanner method, creates scanner type. Everything's happy here. So then we conform data scanner view controller to the scanner type. Scanner has that. And all of that's good. We actually should put these closer together. I mean, we're going to separate these all into files. And then last but not least, I have a barcode scanner factory. Barcode scanner factory is returning the data scanner view controller. This was what we had before. This was just all hard coded in there before. That was it. And then I know I said last on this last one, but for real last, down here, we have an extension on the UI view controller representable where we're saying if our scanner factory is barcode scanner factory, then we have an init that does not require you to pass in anything. That's what we got going on here. We have an init, doesn't require you to pass in anything, knows that the default is barcode scanner factory. So that, after all that, actually I want to, can we do this and have it still build? That would be great. Make that internal. Yes, that does seem to work. Okay, even better. Now anybody that's not in this module cannot do that. Okay. So what we're going to do, now that we've got that, we're going to break this up into multiple different files. I think that's a good idea. So let's get our scanner protocol into a file. See, I miss Xcode 16 and its ability to just copy paste. So we are probably going to need at least Vision Kit in here. We also definitely need UI Kit in here. Can we build just the scanner for now? So it'll be faster. Not that much faster, but whatever. It makes me feel better. And then scanner factory. Let's go build that. And then this doesn't need to import anything because that's all defined in this method. And then we go back to our scanner view controller and we're just going to rename this to barcode scanner factory. Perfect. Okay. I think we have everything that we need. This all built. So now we can actually go write this stupid test that we want. And what we're trying to say is we want to know if we create a data scanner and we give it a data scanner, sorry, if we create a, see, now this is the problem. Data scanner is our barcode scanner. I really should, I don't know. Anyway, if we have this data scanner view, basically, if we have this data scanner view and we pass it in a scanner that just automatically gives us a, oh, what is this? Okay, yeah, okay, I understand. We need to fix this. This is a thing that we need to deal with. This is good. We're making a UI view controller. Yeah, okay. If we give it a scanner that just automatically says to its delegate, hey, you got back a barcode that was unrecognized, then it needs to log this error. That's what we're doing. Okay. I'm here. Okay. We are creating our, yeah, this is where we need to start dealing with stuff. This will not build. Yes. Cannot inherit from a non-open class. This was one of the ways that we tried to fix this and it didn't work. But what we are going to say is we are going to say that we want a invalid barcode scanner controller. I guess that's what we want. This is going to be a UI view controller that is a scanner. And that's not going to work because we are not importing UI kit. And it's not going to work because we are not importing scanner. Okay. Scanner is ambiguous for type lookup in this context. Why? Oh, UI scanner is like a thing, isn't it? No? It's the watching, not the streaming. Scanner dot scanner. That's okay. That's what's going on here. Scanner is the type. No, it's still not happy. It says found this candidate. Like there's two things right here, but there's not. There's only one. I'm super confused. Okay, let's delete this because you're silly. Scanner is ambiguous for type lookup in this context, and it says it found two candidates, but the candidates seem to be the same thing. Okay, now this is saying that it's foundation scanner, but we're saying no, you're not foundation. Okay, here we're gonna give up and we're gonna rename what this is. This is a scanner view controller. This is a scanner view controller. This is a scanner view controller. You did not expect to be trying to simulate Liquid when you woke up. This returns data scanner view controller. Okay, but then did I do the right thing on my scanner type? Yeah, okay, cool. We just need to rename it because Foundation already has a scanner. And now here we can say that this is a scanner view controller. Okay, cool. Can I in fact just say that it is a scanner view controller and have it inherit the fact that it's a UI view controller? No. Oh, that's fine. We can work with this. All right, add stubs. We need to take in a delegate. We're already good with that. This is a weak var delegate. Are you okay with that? No. But for reasons that are unimportant. Now you're okay with it. Okay, perfect. So we have our delegate. We're keeping a hold of our delegate. And all we're going to say is on start scanning, we want our delegate to... Okay, what method do we actually care about here? Data scanner did add added items, all items, and we are caring in here about added items dot first. Okay. To the extent that I'm almost like, can we just ignore these other ones? I realized you could do this the other day, and I am kind of like shocked that I never did this before, where you just ignore these other things that you take in on a delegate method, and it still works. And then you're like, oh, which ones do I care about? Obviously just this one. But yeah, guard case, barcode, blah, 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 blah. Red cat meow identify. So yeah, all we want to do is we want to pass in a recognized item that is wrong. What formatting magic was that? Oh yeah, somebody in chat sent this, told this to me the other day. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, if you select inside here and you hit Control M, it multi-lines it. And then what's interesting is it will do only what you're selected in. So this will do just that code. Oh, well, it kind of did do everything. If I do that, yeah, there we go. This doesn't do everything. This does do everything. This just moves just that code bit. Yeah, I don't remember who told me that, but I was very happy to learn about it. Let's go back. Delegate dot. Okay, so what we care about is did add. And this is just going to be... We don't have a data scanner view controller to send it. What's the reverse to undo it? Command Z. That's all I was hitting. I don't know that there is a reverse to undo it. Yeah. You got it from a Stuart Lynch video? Yeah. Yeah, I was just hitting undo. How do you undo it? You undo. All right. Data scanner view controller. Okay, so we don't care about what that was. Yeah, you say Siri undo. Exactly. Okay, so what is our bad barcode? Let invalid barcode equals recognized item. Now here's the real fun part. Can I actually create these? Because if I can't, then I'm in even more trouble. What is a recognized item? A recognized item that is identifiable. It's an enum, so that's good. And we're going to say it is a dot barcode. Dot Found on the web for Ski-Doo. Recognized item barcode. I don't see an init here, guys. Yeah. There he is. I mean, it did give me an init. That's... So, oh, well, I said that. I realized I was not building anything. Recognized item barcode cannot be constructed because it has no accessible initializers. God. Yes, it was in Discord. Compile dev. And it's not in beta yet. It's just early alpha. Apple, why won't you let us create these freaking things? Makes it really hard to test when we can't pass in the things that we want. Okay, well, let's see at least if we can pass up where this is. So RevCat Meow here is our coordinator's function. So really what we care about is... No, because this is the only way that we have into this. Because this is private. And I want it to remain private. And it's taking a recognized item barcode anyway. Version 24, wasn't it like version 72? Oh, you're talking about the big version, not the marketing version, not the model version. Or sorry, not the build. The marketing version, not the build version. Hey, Dragon Dust, how are you doing? Yeah, so I can't pass in a recognized item.barcode here. I could have it take in my own type. Just kind of dumb, but at least still slightly makes sense. But even then, I still need a way into this. That is this. I don't want to expose this out just for testing purposes. I don't understand why Apple has to make things so hard sometimes. At your desk and not one barcode around. This is why you gotta always keep a bag of cat treats on your desk. For testing. So if I can't create a barcode, how am I gonna deal with this? Because yeah, this is basically what I wanted to do, was invalid barcode. That goes there. But if I can't create a barcode right here, what do I do? You expensive iPad box. And this is why I never write tests. But in this case, I actually wanted to test this code because it's important. Where do we send reports? Discord DMs? Or publicly in Discord? Just post them in the app feedback channel. Yeah, I give up on all of this. We're just gonna build the thing. Okay, well, let's just go fix the thing. So the entire problem that we had was, well, I've actually fixed the problem already. The problem that we had was Adam sent in a message. Also, I didn't ever give Adam a shout out. I'm sorry, Adam, you deserve a shout out for rating. I forgot. I'm going to give you a real shout out for rating. Adam. Okay, 1 minute. I actually don't know where that hat is, but we'll find it. I swear. Paul, your hat. Your poor hat. I don't understand why. This hat, okay. This hat, it's been around. It's been in the exact same place as Paul's hat. You don't hear anything? His hat broken? Oh, you didn't hear anything? Should have heard something. Anyway, same hat. Same exact dirt. Exactly. The problem we have is Adam. Did you hear that? You didn't hear that, I'm guessing? Do I need to do this? Anyway, we're gonna keep talking. This hat, black hat, been sitting in the exact same box as this hat. And I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you all can't tell. Hat is just attracted a million bits of cat hair. This hat is more cat hair than fabric at this point. So I don't know what about this Hacking with Swift hat.
Adam Wolf says put on the Santa hat.
But this poor Hacking with Swift hat is just a cat hair magnet. And I don't know why. You heard it that time? Okay, yeah. Sometimes I just need to reboot my capture card for some reason. I don't know why it dies. I've got hair just floating around my face. We're gonna put on the Hacking with Swift hat as soon as we get all of the dirt and dust off of it. I need a lint roller just for this hat. I need to use this hat as a lint roller. You blame Adam for rushing me to stream. The problem is Adam. Look at this. Dust bunny that came off of the hat. I consider this good enough to keep streaming with. All right. But Paul, I want a hat that doesn't attract cat hair. This be a lesson to everyone about setting boundaries and not getting pushed around. Okay. So the problem was this would originally look like this. We had all of this commented in. We're gonna put it back like that just for the purposes of demonstrating what was wrong. And then Adam tried to scan a PDF 417. I don't know where this goes, but we're just gonna say this is a sample of the PDF 417 barcode. And yeah, so let's go ahead and install our app. Oops, let's build it for the actual phone. That would help. It's gonna yell at me because I unplugged it to get the stream to pop back on. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna install this. Then we're gonna scan that fake barcode, and you'll see what happens. Maybe, if the app launches. Looks good. How you feeling, buddy? Okay, there we go. All right. We're gonna scan this. Pop up that. You're just gonna see a reflection of me. Hello. And then we're gonna scan the barcode. Yeah, come on. Believe in you. Wow, maybe I need to print this out. All right, you got it? Yeah, this barcode. It's not like it's not getting it. Hold on. We did build it with all of this in here. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I am going to do exactly the thing that I said and print this out. Yeet. Oh, is it actually on? Hold on. The printer is not powered on because Mocha knows how to make copies. And so whenever she's bored, she'll come down here and make copies with the printer. And that sounds like a joke, but it's not. Now you're online, so you should be able to get it. Waiting for printer to finish. Nice. Okay. Okay. So now let's try scanning this now that it's not reflective. Okay, that's weird. It's still not scanning. That should totally have worked by this point. Did I change something else? And now that's why it's not working. Have I broken something when I did my refactor? Because this should have happened here. Let's set this breakpoint. Now let's rescan this. I mean, it's clearly recognizing the barcode. Why are we not getting this to work? Okay, well, let's make sure that it still works with the cat treats. Hold on. I mean, again, it's clearly recognizing it, and something's not working, so... We broke something. Is basically what's gone on. We have broken our code. Why? Did we get this? Did we get this? There's totally a physics tab in Blender. There's a lot of CloudKit errors here. That's fine. We're going to close this. We're going to try again. And this time we are going to try with the cat food. Oh, that's not ideal. You tell that not to have... Not to rotate. Well, I hit the button and nothing happened. Just finished a Swift tour. This language is going to be more complicated than you thought it was going to be. Yeah. It is not... It sometimes gets a little bit funky. Okay, so we managed to try start scanning. I don't know why I set a breakpoint on the try. We know that it gets to there. I needed it in the catch. Because if it fails to start scanning entirely, that might explain it. Okay, but we didn't get to that catch. I mean, it's clearly recognizing this barcode. What have we broken? We created our view controller. We gave it a context. Coordinator, sorry. We have our coordinator. Our coordinator's here. Coordinator is our delegate. It should get into here. Did add items. What have I done wrong? Here, you know what? We're gonna actually just... Oh. Is it because we renamed these? Remember earlier how I was like, oh, I learned that you can do this and it actually has no ill effect. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe that was not true. Feels like it figured it out, but it hasn't shown me yet. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So then this is what happened. Is that it just disappeared and didn't actually save anything. That was it. That's really what I was trying to show. All right. Yeah. So let's do that again. Let's turn off the debugger this time so that it goes much faster. We demonstrate what the actual bug that we had here was. Which is that we scan the barcode, it immediately disappears, nothing happens. If I go over to this one, we scan it, it finds it, it adds it. That's the problem. Okay. What we actually want to do in this case is we want to pop up some kind of alert that said, hey, an error happened. You need to do something about it. So what are we actually going to do? This is the problem. we need to have some kind of way of saying that an error occurred. So where do we use data scanner? We use data scanner here. We set a sheet is presented. I think maybe, I think this is on root view is a problem. Because where do we dismiss our view? We dismiss it here. Maybe we shouldn't dismiss the view on every single one. Maybe what we should do is just go ahead and present our alert here. Maybe that would be ideal. Maybe if we say, actually, I kind of want to see, first of all, what happens. Maybe the system already has a built-in thing for saying, I see a barcode, but it's not a barcode that I was told to recognize. So let's turn that all off. Barcode scanner factory. Let's just comment everything out except for QR code and EAN13, which are the only two that I support right now. Because it'd be ideal if it's like, there's a barcode here, but developer said they don't want that kind of barcode. Yeah, it just says find nearby barcodes. So that's not ideal. I think we would want to tell the user, hey, we see there's a barcode there. We don't support that barcode. So what are we going to do? We say blah, 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 guard, let barcode, rev cat meow. Here we go. Coordinator. This is our coordinator. We catch, we log the error. Okay. I don't want to say if there's an error. Well, what do we pass in here? We pass in the repository. What I wish we had, actually, is where we use that, which was root view. So when we have this sheet is presented, blah, 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 there's a way to say, whoops, on dismiss, but it doesn't pass anything in. I wish this passed in the view that you had given it. Because if you could do that, then you could ask it for like a result type. And now what I can do is I can pass in like a literal scan result and do something based on that. But that's kind of a bummer. So yeah, that would be this. So at state private var scan result. And then we would need to have like a scan result. So we can import barcodes. That's not what I meant to say. We can say that we found a code, here's the code, or we can say that we got some kind of error. And that's just our two results. And so then here, scan result is scan result, question mark, which we need to make this public. That would help. So we say that, and then here's the real question. We need to say when the scanner happens. We need to start this. See, this is the problem. This doesn't return. This is a view builder. So I don't think I can do scan result equals nil. Yeah. Let underscore equals scan result equals nil. It's so bad. I hate it. But then we could pass in result, scan result. It would look like that. And then in, this is actually content. Based on scan result, do something. But really, we don't even need to do that based on scan result. Yeah, we do. Actually, hold on. Scan result, and then at state private var error. This is what I'm thinking. We're going to go through this slowly. Data scanner takes in a scan result. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just set the scan result to nil here? That makes way more sense. Result equals nil. That's not how that's going to work. Okay, so we actually can't do that way. That's fine. At binding private var result scan result. Yeah, but I can do this. Underscore result equals result. Result equals nil. No, you don't like self.result equals nil. Yeah, there we go. I would do it. That resets it just every time that we do this. So now we can say result is result. Perfect. Now what? Now what we want to do is we want to say over here, based on scan result, do something. Switch. Here, we're just gonna create a new function. Handle scan result. I think this works. Okay, so if we have a code, we're going to save that code. If we have an error, well, if we have a code, eventually what we need to do is we actually need to pop the code editor, and then that would end up actually saving the result. That's a thing that we haven't done with yet. But for now, yeah, let's just go ahead and save that code. Where is... In here, we actually handle that right now. We say compile dev deserves Adam's refund, add code. We don't have that right now. That's gonna go away, so we're gonna have to reuse that name. What we're going to do instead is try scan result, try result equals, no. Yeah, try result equals dot code, this guy. So the try is because of the run. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. Yeah, okay, we're good. So I guess the obvious answer is compile dev deserves Adam's refund is the name of result. Beep, boop. Okay, so then this is underscore compile dev deserves Adam's refund equals result. Self dot compile dev deserves Adam's refund equals nil. Perfect. Okay. Compile dev deserves Adam's refund equals code. Perfect. Okay. Let value equals try that catch. Instead of logging it, we are going to say compile dev deserves Adam's refund equals error. Error. Maybe we still log it. But we do want to show it to the user as well. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, let's do that. So we log it and we show it to the user. That passes that up. The other thing that I want to do is here. Kind of want to make this a public func handle error. Error. Handle error. And then in both of these cases, we can just handle error. Handle error. Yeah, there we go. Much better option. Okay. And then we can even just do this. Blip, 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 blip. Okay, cool. All right, so we are now passing back this error. So now if we go back to here, in the case of code, we need to get our I'm realizing that we may have a problem. No, we have no problem. Never mind. Just kidding. That's why. At state private var repository. No, not at state. At environment. Or let private var repository. We don't have this here anywhere else, right? Yeah, okay. So we get our repository in here. If we have a code, we say try code try repository dot add code. That could fail and it's not handled. So what we want to do here is we want to do try. Nope. Okay. Thank you for not doing anything. Catch. This would be where we'd set our error. So error, self.error equals error. And that would display an error. Okay. Case error, let error. I'm realizing I have another mistake. Self.error equals error. Because what I want is I want to log this handler here, but this class is getting too complicated. Sorry, not class. View. This view is getting too complicated. Handle scan result. Yeah, we do that. When we're done, we handle the scan result. Let's also go ahead and at the very end of it, scan result equals nil. Self.scan result equals nil. Just always reset it. That's important, I think. So if we have an error, yeah, we just set the error. So then I think the last thing that we need to do, this is where we need to set up an alert. And this allows us to provide a view, so that's good. We can return a different type of thing. Title is presented as a binding. No, don't be like this. You used to be able to pass in an item. And that would be included in your thing. I don't want it to be a Boolean. That's dumb. I want it to be the error. I don't think that I can alert. Here, is presented error actions. This is... Yeah, if I could just... This would be just a Boolean... Yeah, this also doesn't work at all the way that I want it to be. Wait, no, that's alert. Okay, hang on. See, yeah, this is... This is deprecated. Don't use this. Use a view modifier like this instead. A, I don't want that. But B, okay, fine, whatever. A, I don't want that, but B, fine, whatever. I think this is what I want. But now we need to give it text. Is presented. This is the part that I have a problem with. What I want here is like error equals nil. And I can't do that. I want a binding that is derived from a binding of another thing. I think we can do this though, actually. I just realized that there is a way that we can do this. Extension optional. Var is nil. Is not nil is actually what I care about. Boolean. Switch. If case. Actually, I don't think we can do this. Switch self. Case none. False. Case sum. We don't care about what it is. True. And then I think what we can do here is error dot is not nil. Is that going to work? Maybe. Error actions. We don't actually care about the actions here. What we care about is the message. Dot alert. Yeah, this is the one that we want. Is nil or is not nil? Well, I want it to be, it's presented if error is not nil. I don't think I can do that. If I can do that, then I'd love for it to just be is nil. But I don't think that that'll work. But let's try it. Text foo is presented. Error is nil. Is not nil. Okay. I don't think that I can do that. I don't think that's going to work. We're going to get to the end and see if it builds, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. Yeah, you can't do that. Is not nil is a get only property. Wait, what? That wasn't at all what I expected the warning to be. What? Is not nil is a get only property. I'm aware that that's true. Are you serious? Okay, so maybe even my other way is not going to work. Dot alert is presented needs a binding to Boolean, which means it needs to be both gettable and settable. Apple, why are you so freaking dumb? Look, this one right here made sense. You just pass it a binding to whether or not a thing is existing, and then it gives you the thing, and then you're done. That's what I want. Instead, I need a binding to a Boolean? We're going to try building this as a view modifier. So I need this to take in an init that is an error. It's a binding to an error optional. That's all I care about. At binding private var error underscore error equals error. That's all I care about here. Body is just content dot alert. Here, it's just content for now. We're gonna just handle that. Extension view. Func error alert for error binding error optional. Turns modified content self error alert view modifier. Self dot modifier error alert view modifier error. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Error alert for error $error. Why is this part of scanner? That's not correct. Okay. Return from initializer without initializing all stored properties. I don't care. What are you winning? Okay, so we give it an error alert for an error. What I'm trying to do here is I want to say content alert. Let's just start with this part. I don't care about what's happening here. Title key foo is presented. This is the thing that we need to figure out. Actions. This is just empty view. This is all we care about. Okay. So what I need is I need a binding to a Boolean based on whether or not that error is empty. That's what I'm going for. Oh, sweet. The Sounders are playing and they're winning. They just got a goal. Oh no. Now they're not winning. Okay, literally the second that I looked over and said they're winning, they're not winning. Never mind, just kidding. I'm gonna stop watching that. This I can't do because it doesn't, it's a get only property. Fair, whatever. I don't care.
Put on the AI brain hat.
No. That's upstairs. I left it upstairs because I was wearing it when I did the thing. Should have been wearing your lucky hat. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I mean, as long as it stays in long enough that I can take a snapshot of it at a given point, I'm okay with that. Okay. This is what I need to have happen. Let me grab my is not nil over here. I mean, what I could do is, I don't think I can do this. I don't actually think that I can change self. I was going to say, if I make this a get and I set, yeah, there's no way that this is going to work. Never mind. Cautions are not, and also not contents. Here, no, what I could do is this, and then set, just ignore it. I don't care what the new value is. This is terrible. It works, but it's terrible. I hate it. Because the problem is, in order to set it to true, I would need to set it to some kind of value. And that's not going to work. In order to set is not nil to true, it would need to know what the value of it would be, which is entirely the opposite of a point of an optional. But yet this seems to work. Okay. Hey, the hat worked. They just scored again.
Spot, and they had struggled defensively in their shape to keep track of.
Perfect. Why does it work here and it didn't work before? Don't know. Wait, why does what work here? This is not nil? Because I gave it this set property. That's what happened. So here, over in the other one, this is what I had. And that was the error. I thought you were asking why the hat worked. Yeah, just ignore the set. Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know what we want to do here. We just want a button that doesn't do anything. There's no way this is ever going to work. Why did the hat work? Think of how many golds the Santa hat would have brought in. Yeah, I mean, this hat is done supposed to be in the colors of the Sounders. So, this is the Sounders hat. If I wear the Santa hat, then the North Pole is going to score. Okay, so what we're hoping here is if I scan the bad barcode, we get an error that says unexpected error in bagging area. There we go. Then we say, oops, it does that. The real winners are the kids. Okay, so that did technically work. I hate it. I hate that that worked, but it did technically work. I don't like this. I want to change it. This is a start. This is where we're going to go with it. Make the optional extension private, then the hated code is just isolated to one tiny file. Good point. I do want to change up some of this work though, because I also don't like how we did this all in root view. This is just bad. I think what I want to do is I want to contain this in the data scanner. And so I think what I actually want to do, first of all, if I start the data scanner, yeah, I do have the ability to kill it. I have the ability to kill it by swiping it down. I think I know what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go into here. We're going to create a new file. And this is going to be our scanner container. Yeah, let's start with that. This is going to have a struct scanner container view. Body empty view for now. We're going to move this error alert view modifier down to here. That's going to be fine. Maybe we reuse it somewhere else. I don't care. Just not right now. It's not a problem. Error alert view modifier now belongs down here. Root view. All of this nonsense with the error and the scan result and the whatever and the, well, the scan result. No, yeah, no, this is all going to move back into scanner. Scanner the class, or scanner the module, not scanner the type. We're going to come into here, scanner container. This is going to have these results. Yeah, let's do that. Then back in root view, maybe we should pull these up side by side so that I can actually figure out where things are going to go. Scanner container. Blah, blah, blah. Do we need an error handler over here now? No, because I think the answer to that question, we're going to put it over here. And then we're going to get rid of this. This is going to be part of our init. Was that going to give me the thing? Init. Is it the only one I actually care about? Okay, so now we don't need this. We don't need this. We can bring that back up to that. Okay. Data scanner. I don't know that I want that to exist anymore. Error alert, I definitely don't want to happen anymore. None of this should exist. This should move over to here. That's fine. The repository should move as well. Okay. This now becomes scanner container, which is not public and does not have a public init. Public struct scanner container. Actually, let's just make this an empty init and we'll say public init. Self.init with error handler handling dot default handler. Yeah, there we go. This no longer needs to exist. Now we should have a scanner container. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I don't know why I did the build for tests again. That was dumb. Just build. Just regular build. Okay. So now that we've got all of that, now what I want to do... Actually, I want to make data scanner not public. Data scanner is not public. Scan result should also not be public anymore. That was weird. Everything froze for a second. Scan result should not be public. Okay. So now in here, what I want to have is our body is just data scanner with a result, scan result. And then this has the error alert for scan result. No, for error. But then on change of, well, actually, hold up. Var error, optional. If case let dot error equals self, return error. Guard case let else return nil, return error. Boop. Look at that. Okay, so now in here, error, instead of that, it's just scan result dot error. I don't know why that's complaining. Value of scan result. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Oh, now you're not happy. Cannot use optional chaining. Wait, what? Value of optional type scan result must be unwrapped to refer to member error. So it doesn't like that because then this is no longer a... Cannot use optional chaining on non-optional value of type binding scan result. I agree. But then when I didn't do that, you told me I needed to do that. Scan result dot wrap value dot error. That's never going to work. Because that doesn't do the binding anymore. Bummer. Okay, well, whatever. I tried to be too clever. And I got burned for it. On change of... Oh, actually, you know what? I can still leave that other one here. That's still useful. On change of scan result. Error equals $0 dot error. No. Requires that the scan result conform to equatable. Fine. I have a feeling that this is going to be the one that's going to bite us. Yeah. You can't just compare any two errors. If let guard let RHS operator error, sorry, RHS error equals RHS error as type of LHS error, else return nil. That else return false. Else false. Is that gonna work? Return. 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 Compare the errors localized strings, as do you really care anyway? Only in the sense that I care that it's correct. Ask the AI. This one. How can I make this enum equatable in a way that is truly correct? I don't want to compare the localized descriptions. Two different errors might have the same description, yeah. You might want to use a specific error type instead of the general error protocol, or implement custom logic to compare errors based on their type and properties. I mean, this isn't quite what I want. Also, how on earth does this know that I'm talking about barcode scanning? And it just immediately is like, it's barcode scanning, and it's QR code and a barcode, right? I mean, I guess the fact that I gave it scan and code is kind of probably a hint. I don't think this is going to do what I want, though. Because, yeah, that requires that it is equatable. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, fine. We'll just compare localized description. It makes me sad, though. I want you to know that I don't like that. Really what I want is just on change of scan result should be. I don't care how it changes. I don't care that it's. All I care about is change of scan result is not nil. Really, is the answer. Although I guess I could care about it's changing from one result to the other. I don't know. This is why what I wanted was fetching the scan result.error. Here's what oh no, here, I know what I should do. This is what I should do. This is a way better idea. Even though it's also terrible. It's a way better idea. Shut up. Blah, 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 blah. We're not doing this. Just comment all of this out for a second. We're dealing with this. Value of optional type scan result must be unwrapped to remember error, blah, blah, blah. If we go back into scan result, don't make it equatable. We don't care about that. Get rid of this. And what we do instead is extension optional scan result var error guard let self else return nil return self dot error. Error is a get only property. That's okay. We can fix this one. Get set self equals set new value, new error, self equals dot error, new error. But if this is nil, then that's not going to work. Guard let new error, else return. There's still a get only property here. Get set new error. Same deal here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm happier with this idea. Now we don't need to handle this at all. We kind of do. Can I do the same thing for code? This is my question. Sorry. Do I really need this one? So if I don't need this, yeah, that builds. I'm realizing that I just did something stupid about that one, but it's okay. Dump scan result.code. This one I didn't need to do that. This one I should totally have just done this. Guard let code equals scan result.code, else return blah 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 blah. What are we doing with this? We need then this is where we save it into the repository. Repository dot try repository dot add do try repository add code catch scan result equals dot error error. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with this. Then we don't need this. And then finally, last but not least. No, we're done. Finally, last but not least, we're done. And we've made our other thing not as awful as we thought it was. That's good. Okay. Let's try running this. Let's try dropping our water in our pans. So now if we do this, we should get the error. Yes. Okay. It's still dismissed, which was dumb. I didn't want to do that. And then it crashed. Okay. Let's try that again, but without all of the problems. Scan Yeah, it pops the error and then it still dismisses it. That's a problem. We need to not be doing that. Data scanner. Dismiss action. We'll move that up here. It'll be on us to figure out when the dismiss action happens. And then that should fail to build over here. Not find time interval is defined to be in seconds. Correct. I agree. We are going to delete that. Now we scan that. Now we get the error. Now we say oops. It doesn't change it again. That is interesting. Because what I want to do is I want to set that back to nil after we get the error alert. So in this case, error equals nil. Which I'm pretty sure we can't do. You know what we're going to do? I've solved all of our problems. Case, scanning. Then we don't need to have an optional. We move this back up here. We set that. Then we get rid of that. We still have the error. We don't need the guard let self. We just need to guard the case error. Set new error. If let new error. Hello. Self equals error new error. Else self equals dot scanning. We're just scanning. That's all we're doing. Then we come back into here. Then we get rid of this. Private var scan result equals scan result dot scanning. Yeah. Okay. Data scanner. This no longer has a scan result. This is just this. And then in here, blah, blah, blah. Compile dev deserves Adam's refund is also not optional. This becomes scanning. When we start it, we are just scanning. Then we get into here on change of scan result dot code. Guard let code equals scan result dot code. Yes. Okay. Now we don't have any of this. I'm much happier with that. Why are things so complicated sometimes? And the answer is because I overcomplicated them. So now what I want to do is when we're done on that error alert, we don't set error back to nil. We do set error back to nil. No, we totally do that. This is still is not nil. Is it though? I mean, this has to be a Boolean, so yeah, it does. Or var has error. Bool error not equal to nil. And then error alert for this. Now we don't need this. Error alert view modifier has a binding to our scan result. And then is presented is scan result. There we go. Like I know I'm doing something wrong. Is presented is scan result has error. to get only property. Yes. Okay. Fair. This is correct. Guard. No. Get. Error does not equal nil. Set. New error. Guard let new error. Else. Self equals dot scanning. Self equals dot error error. Initializer for conditional binding must be, oh, set new has error. Boo. Okay. I'm trying to think of a way that I can get rid of those guys more easily. I want to try something. We're gonna take a tangent. We're gonna take a road trip. Yes, viewers play at Graden. What I want to do is like a string compare. No, okay. So this is an extension on string is spam. Localized standard contains. Localized case insensitive contains? No. So what I want is I want a case compare. Yeah, really what I want. Yeah, compare with compare options. Compare. No, okay. Contains. Localized standard, taking the current locale into account. See, what I want is contains, but I want like the compare, the compare options. Compare options. String compare options. Because in here I can say diacritic insensitive. And it'll get rid of like that underscore on the B and the little doohickey on the H. So I want to do a compare in there. But I want like a compare but contains. You know what I mean? Common prefix? No, that's not what I want. It's closer though. Find string, but that's in a PDF document. That is the closest thing that I've seen though. Range of string, okay. String comparator. Ooh, what's a string comparator? What does that do? Compare string to string. No, that doesn't do what I want. Closer though. Range of search string almost does what I want. And it is on string protocol. So I can say range of string with compare options. Gives me a range, maybe. Okay, so range of best viewers. Compare options dot case insensitive dot diacritic insensitive. Is not equal to nil. or range of cheap viewers. Best string is spam. Cheap string is spam. What? Love string. I love my viewers. Love string is spam. Your toolbox doesn't have this method anyway. Yeah, but see, like I would just include this on this one thing. I wouldn't have a toolbox that has an is spam thing in it. Yeah, look at that. Stupid cup, you almost have it working. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna build into here. We're gonna build into Twitch alerts. Just ignore it if it's spam. Just don't even show it because nobody needs to worry about this. Developer, Twitch. You were thinking of contains substring. I mean, that does exist. That's just built into there, but I don't have a contains. Oh, you're saying that maybe it should have a func contains substring with options. I should have something like that so then I can do contains best viewers with options. Is that what you're saying? I suppose that would be a thing that I could put in there. I don't know. It's not a thing that I come across enough that I need to have it in every app is really the answer to it. My remove prefix method is one that I would have way more often. Okay, anyway, we were looking up the alerts. Codebase. Twitch alerts. The workspace. Okay, so Nightbot. So I haven't ignored chatters. So guard ignored chatters contains message.sender. Guard string no message dot text is spam equals false, else continue. Now I build that. Then I go into terminal and I reboot it. Hey, and it got ignored. It still got ignored. Never mind. Oh, the application cannot be opened for an unexpected reason. Well, that's a different answer. Here, let's build and run it from inside Xcode just to see what happens. You're confused? Why are you confused, compile dev? Why is Xcode just frozen? There we go. Build succeeded. What took so long to build? Are you making fun of them? No, I'm blocking them. I'm making it so that they cannot do it anymore. Okay, so that got ignored. Yeah, and that did not get ignored. Okay, so my question is, now that we've built this, why didn't it start over there? Okay, now it did. I was supposed to say test, not tet. Because the problem is, even if I ban them, the message still shows on screen for a while, and I don't like that. I don't want to be giving free advertising to these spammers. Yeah, there we go. So now they're blocked. Now you can't see them. It just won't ever happen. And now maybe other people will have more of a chance to ban them because I won't see them immediately and then just like... Okay. So enough of that, rabbit hole? That's not the right word. You can see through my head? That's the ideal. That's what the AI brain hat is for. See, this is the thing that we don't
Put on the brimless hat.
Yeah, this is the one where we want to say this. Dinner calls. Good night, Adam Wolf. Have a great dinner. What are you having for dinner? Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for the raid. Ramen and fried eggs. Ooh, nice. Yeah, see, in this case, I want this to be a value. Can't set. Yeah. I guess we just say that. Guard new has error, else self.scanning. Guard body must not fall through. If new has error equals false, self.scanning. Otherwise, we ignore it. That's fine. Scan result dot scan result equals scanning. Now we only have one of them that's wrong. Oh, I didn't like this. Error alert for scan result. Oh, now I've really broken it. There we go. Okay. Ye gods. Okay. What were we doing? Error alert, blah, blah, blah. Happy. Okay. What I want to do here is, if the alert is if the scan result is, sorry, if the scan result is a the scan results error is, I'm so confused. Hold on. This is never going to work again. I hate this. Why is everything so dumb? If no, which scan result dot error. Switch scan result dot error. No. If let scan error is a scanner error. Do we have that? No. We want our mapper error. Barcode result mapper error. Unfortunately, this is an image reader. I hate it. If let mapper error equals no guard if let error equals scan result dot error, let mapper error equals error as barcode result mapper error, which means this now needs to know about image reader, which is fine. That's actually already fine. Image reader case let barcode result mapper error dot invalid symbology equals self equals error. Then we return something different. Error alert view modifier dot invalid symbology alert title. Else error alert view modifier dot default alert title. Title key is presented. Scan result has error. Actions. Button. Error alert view modifier dot dismiss button title. Action is nothing. Action is scan result equals dot scanning. Message is, see, why is message like something else? Apple. Driving me nuts. I guess this wants me to have text here. Hey, thank you for the follow, Lieb Codes. Even if I am struggling to do very basic stuff. var message. Is this also a localized string key? Sure. Var is error. Symbology error. Cool. Heading off to eat. What are you having for dinner? Now we've asked Adam Wolf. We have to find out everybody who's leaving for dinner. You have to tell me what you're having for dinner. Home burgers? Nice. If is error symbology burger. We'll have some great burgers. No cucumber? The only right way to do it. Who puts cucumber on a burger? I understand putting pickles on a burger, which is just cucumbers that have been left to ferment for a while. But raw cucumber on a burger? Nah, I don't get that. I gotta head out pretty soon too, but I need to finish this. Technically, pickles are deluxe cucumbers. Exactly. They're the only good type of cucumbers. Y'all made me take off my hat, and Minnesota United scored. It's all about the hat. You've ruined it. If the Sounders lose because you all made me change my hat, I'm going to be quite sad. All right, let's try this again. We're going to scan this code, and it should give us, some nonsense errors, but it's okay. Invalid symbology alert title, invalid symbology alert message, dismiss button title. This is what we want. This is actually what we want to see here. We dismiss this, and then we go over to this one, and it scans properly. I said it scans properly. I said it scans properly. You're back. You were checked. They're picking up dinner instead. Nice. Stir fry soba with beef. Okay. Okay, so that one still fails. This one just doesn't do anything. Are we not? Oh, I know what our problem is. Oh, geez. I know what our problem is, and we're probably going to have a million barcodes now. Oh, no. Well, only 4. Only 5. That's fine. Okay. You know what function... You know what functionality I've realized we don't have yet? The ability to delete barcodes. You just can't delete any barcodes once you've created them. All right. What do I want to do here now? Okay, so we have our alerts. First thing that I want to do is I want to add a localizable strings, which we don't currently have at all. Don't currently have at all. That's fine. We can fix that. New group. Resources. New file. Strings file. Strings file. Localizable. Perfect. Let's go over to Emacs and make sure that that's going to continue to exist. As resources. True. Okay. So let's move this over to here. Leave this as is. Delete that. Title for the dismiss button. An error alert. Okay. title for a generic error alert. Nope, this is not it. This is it. Default comes before dismiss, so we're just gonna beep, 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 beep. And then default alert message, which actually comes before title as well. I'm gonna say body instead of message up there. And then we're gonna grab both of these and we're gonna say for an unsupported barcode alert. Yeah. Okay. So our default alert message is an error card. An unknown error occurred when error occurred, an unknown error occurred. I'm just going to say error here. Error. Unknown error occurred when scanning. And then this one is unsupported barcode. Bark does not support this type of barcode. What? Unfortunately. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Bark does not support this kind of barcode yet. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So now if we build and run, when we scan this thing, it should say, sorry, Bark does not support this kind of barcode yet. Nope. Hey, this guy, how are you doing? It's like, where's Xcode? I should have seen this guy saying hello and known exactly where Xcode went. Okay. So now my question is, feeling okay today? How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Okay, my question is, if these are localized string keys, why aren't they working? I know why they're not working. Okay, here's the problem. This one's easy to fix because this can take in just a regular string. We can say strings dot default dismiss button title. That one's fixed. The problem that we have here is that these have, well, okay, hold on. Title key has to be a localized string key. We can't just pass in a string key, unfortunately. Or can we? All right. No, we totally can. Never mind. Oh, this is going to be easy then. That's fine. Strings dot invalid symbology alert title. Oh man, that's so much better. Strings dot default alert message. Strings dot, I screwed that up. Invalid symbology alert message. This should be title. Nope, not happy about that. String. There we go. Okay, well, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's try this again. So the reason it wasn't working, I realized that all of that conclusion happened in my head, and you all don't know what that means. The reason it wasn't working was because if you say a localized string by default and you don't include anything else, it looks in the main bundle for your app, which in my case is the app bundle. However, this is in a module, scanner module, separate framework, and that doesn't work. And I would have needed to work around it, but Toist is generating code for me. That means we don't have to worry about that. And so because of that, I was able to just use that. However, Toist only generates strings and not localized string keys. And so given that I thought the alert needed to be a localized string key, that was going to be a much bigger pain. And I thought that was going to be the problem, but it was not the problem. We're good. Anyway, let's scan this and let's get a real error now. Yeah, unsupported barcode. Bark does not support this type of barcode yet. Boom. And then we hit OK and nothing happens. There we go. I don't know why it's like slow to respond to my touch, but that's fine. It is. Okay. I think we're done with this. Well, we're not done with this section, but we're done enough to commit. Display error when handling when invalid barcodes are scanned. Okay. The last thing that I want to do today is that scanner container. So when we pull this up, I'm going to turn the thing back off. Boop. Because Xcode's too slow. LLDB is too slow. There's nothing to do with Xcode. LLDB is too slow. There we go. When I get into this scanner, like, yeah, you and I know that you can swipe down, but not everybody knows that you can swipe down. So what I want to do is I want to put a close button on here. I think that's a good idea. So in our scanner container, we're going to have a navigation stack. And then we're going to put a dismiss button on our toolbar. Yellow. I don't know how that's going to look, but we'll find out. I suspect this is not going to be good enough, but oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, hold on. Let's try that again. You all didn't see that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that does not look right, but I think I know what I want to do about it. Our toolbar background. No, toolbar color scheme. I don't think that's what I want. What I want is, okay, so we're going to say toolbar background is hidden. I don't think that's going to do what I want, but it's going to be a start. What I want to do is I want to make it just like a translucent black, but that didn't do anything anyway. That's fine. Okay, so that does do what I want. And then I realized that I think, okay, so if I delete the toolbar background here, what does that do? I think we're doing the right thing now. It was just there was a safe area there for the data scanner. Okay, so that would be where we'd put our thing. Okay. Now the trick is I want an overlay of this. And I just want it to be the height of the bar. So I want it to not ignore the safe area. I want it to be right at that safe area. You know what I mean? Because what I can do here is I can do this, and it's like color dot black dot with opacity 0.3. I don't know. We're just hard coding numbers. It did the opposite of what I wanted. That's hilarious. Okay, now how do I flip exactly that? To the developer deck. How can I create a view that only, a Swift UI view, only sits in the upper safe area and does not continue into the upper, only sits above the upper safe area into the safe area itself. Geometry reader, no. But I mean, yeah, that's probably fine. Let's see what that does. I don't know that that's going to work the way that I want, but is that right? I feel like that is actually right because of how it's pinning to the thing. But at the same time, I don't like how big it is. What are my other options? This is not black highlighter, this guy. This is part of the... Oh, I guess I don't have... Oh, man, my entire title is wrong. How'd y'all let me have a wrong title for probably 2 whole streams at this point? This is for Revenue Cat's Ship a Ton Hackathon, where they say ship an app in an amount of days. It's not a lot of days. Ship an app and start making money. But yeah, so there's a bunch of prizes in place for getting an app out the door and monetizing it using Revenue Cat, which I've been wanting to look into for a while anyway. And I've been wanting to build this app for a while, and I was like, okay, this seems like a good idea. Let's go ahead and try releasing this app. And so what this app does is it stores barcodes that you might need to use in other places and lets you put them in a bunch of different places on your app. So things like store loyalty cards, gym membership, scanner doohickeys to get in, movie tickets, concert tickets, that kind of thing. You can save them in there. And then you can do things like get them from shortcuts. Okay, sure. Whether I can use my location. I don't know. I don't want to care about the Boeing Starliner. You can add a widget that shows your barcodes. Need to fix that placeholder. Apparently. I thought we had the placeholder was my... is this broken again? Okay, so we're going to need to look into that. But yeah, that was working. In theory, that you have a thing on your home screen that shows your favorite barcode. But apparently it's broken again. So anyway, that'll be a thing that we will deal with. Okay. What I wanted to see in here was, is there anything else? But I guess not. So I guess what I want here. Okay, so navigation bar scrim. We're gonna grab this code here. And I guess all we need there now is this. Build. Sweet. This is this. Okay, so we don't need a spacer. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So it's a V stack with a spacer that is the geometry area insets, which is wrong. I don't care about that part. Okay. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay. That's why that thing was too big. All I want here is color dot black dot opacity 0.3 dot frame. Yeah, this is what I want. That should actually look right now. You got too many curly braces, it's saying? Yeah. Okay, now I'm super confused. Frame, geometry reader. That goes there. Okay, edges ignoring safe area. That goes there. This one gets deleted. There we go. So now if we scan this, we have absolutely nothing. Perfect. Love it. It was working. Why was this working before? What have I done to break it? Okay, we're going to bring all of this back. This code worked. We know this code worked. I know what the problem is. Never mind. I know exactly what the problem is. It's fine. We'll fix it. That's that. Okay. The problem was I didn't have this frame of max width infinity. So here, we're going to actually switch this back to the scrim. Wait, did we never actually have that? We never actually had that, did we? We're gonna go back to here. This is the problem. Frame height, but we didn't give it a width. Width. No. Dot frame min width, max width, infinity. I think this is actually what we care about. That didn't work. Still didn't work. God. Bring back the thing again. Now we've really done it. I guess we're going to start with this working. And then we're going to care about this. Okay, what I don't understand is we have a spacer here, and then the background is on the text. This doesn't make any sense to me. How is this even working? Because yeah, there's a V stack with a spacer that is the height of the geometry thing. Okay, fair enough. And then a text. Because my concern is here, this text is causing the problem. But what I don't understand is if this background is being applied to the text, why is the whole thing blue? Why is the whole thing blue if it's only the text that's getting that thing applied? If I do that, that still works. Okay. So now I want to get rid of I don't want to say like, okay, what if we put color.red here instead? Just to see what happens. Okay, that made sense. That makes sense to me, but I don't. Something's not making sense to me. We're going to comment out this line. We're going to apply that frame to the spacer. I have a feeling like this is going to break it. Nope, actually that's fine. Okay. So if this works, can we get rid of the V-stack? So we don't need the V-stack, do we? No, we don't. Okay, so at this point, what is the difference between this and this? We have the edges ignoring safe area inside the geometry editor. Dang it, is that really it? Is that really the whole thing? Was that? Comment out this. If that was the whole problem, I'm going to be annoyed. Not that annoyed, because we did actually fix that was the whole problem. God. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. It works now. Let's use the non-closure version of this. Put that line out. That was totally it. Okay. Does that button actually work? That button does actually work. Delete all this. This is good. This is good. This is good. We're all happy here. Okay. I think that is... I'm going to move this into it something. That's fine. But other than that, I think we're done today. Especially since I should have left for something 15 minutes ago. My bad. I was sitting here thinking, oh, I need to leave at 6. No, I need to be there at 6. It is now 5:44. It's going to take me way longer than 16 minutes to get out of here and over to there. This is not where this needs to be. Hey, thank you for the follow, SamCat16, 116. Some amount of 16s. Thank you for the follow, French Vanilla X. Wow, 2 follows right there. Boom, boom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Toolbar. Scanner container dismiss button. Are we done? Scan it. Yeah, there we go. We got our dismiss button. It still dismisses. It does not still dismiss. What? How did this break this? Oh, I did. Okay. I just can't tap buttons, right? There we go. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I didn't break it. I didn't break it the way that I thought I did. That's fine. All right. Thank you all for hanging out. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching. I will be back online tomorrow probably. And we'll continue to work on this. We got, yeah, so we handled errors a lot better. We actually are handling that. Things that we still need to do that are not on the board. Let's go look at the roadmap for a second. What's this? We're behind because we have Apple Watch display. We were going to do that. We were supposed to be working on the home screen. Turns out the home screen widget doesn't work at all. So we're going to actually reopen that one. Bad face. Sob. There we go. Seems broken, so we're going to reopen that. Other things that we needed to do. Yeah, the ability to delete barcodes we haven't done. Editing the barcode on the creation we still need to do. We got problems. We're not going to make it. I need to start working on this way more hours of the day. This is the problem. And I've also done like, okay, so some stuff that I've done off stream is like beginning to work on like the marketing website and stuff on this. But man, that's not even captured in this roadmap. I don't think we're going to make it, man. Oh, well. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all tomorrow sometime. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening. Goodbye.